Hello and welcome to my channel. Welcome back if you've been here before. This pick a card reading is a general reading, so it should fit any situation you find yourself in. As always, we have our piles here with group 1 on the left through to group 3 on the right. The timestamps will be in the description box below along with the cards that I'm using. If you'd like a private reading with me, you can find that information in the description box below as well, along with links to my other social media pages. You might like to check those out. And that being said, I'll leave you with your selection and I hope you enjoy your reading. Hey Group 1, welcome to your reading. If you've chosen the Lepidolite Heart, then this one is for you. So Lepidolite is the stone of emotional clearing, a bit of a reset, moving through a transition of maybe imbalance in some area back into a bit of balance and equilibrium. So that's what it feels like it's mostly about. And let's jump into the tarot with the past energy. We've got a fair few cards came out for group 1 and of course they all connect. So in the past energy we have the 4 of Cups, the 9 of Swords and the 4 of Pentacles. So lots of stress about general life stuff, I would say, finances, your resources, your time schedule, all of that sort of thing. I would say a lot of the stress might be about here. It could obviously be many other things as well. There's a lot of disappointment and stress around things, and expectation, it feels like. Maybe that's an expectation on yourself, or it's just an expectation of how things are meant to be unfolding. I know there's been occasions in some areas, like Thanksgiving in the Northern Hemisphere, America, and down here and everywhere it's coming into Christmas time, and so there's all this stress that often comes around that time as well, of having it all done and coming into the new year, and it could have a lot to do with all of that, or it just could be normal at this time as well. But I do feel like you may feel like you've got to be in maybe 100 places at once at the moment, or you're just really needing to do a lot of things at once and maybe not being able to have the energy or the time to attend to everything. It just looks like a great deal of stress here, and you might also stress about getting the answers you need before you can know them. There's a sense of maybe not being able to reach someone and help them, or vice versa, someone not being able to reach and help you, and that causing a little stress there. But as we progress into the week ahead and current energy, we have got the 6 of Pentacles, the Sun and the Moon reversed, which is really welcoming vibe to see after what you're coming through, a little tension there and strain into, or maybe like lack of sleep, lack of time to sleep, lack of work-life balance. But here we've got the 6 of Pentacles, Sun, Moon reverse. So this is something you're coming very clear this week. I've got more cards, I'll pick them up in a moment. They're all really nice though. It's coming back into your power, back into a state of balance. So things are really improving this week from whatever energy that is. And it could be week to week energy I'm reading, or it could be more long term. It's your timeline. Everyone might be a little different in regards to the timing here, but I do like this section of cards onwards to be focused on the week ahead. The past could be, more distant. Anyway, 6 of Pentacles here. This is you receiving help and also being able to help other people more fully because you're rebalancing your own life. And that receiving help may be just you giving help to yourself by giving yourself a little more rest, or eating a little better, or just doing things that help support your system better so that you can support other people better. And a lot of you may have dependents and children that you really need your attention all the time, and works commitments and social commitments and just so many other things that tend to pull on a person. But with the Sun here and the Moon and reversed, it's like you're really having a deep realization that there's a more joyful, lighthearted and easy way to progress forward at this point, and you're at whatever choice you're making to either receive help or balance out things for yourself, you see it instantly start to improve the situation for you. We've got the Magician next as well. Moon reversed is like things that were once hidden becoming revealed, or you're suddenly starting to see where your power lies with the Sun and the Magician on either side, like a really powerful combination there. You might be looking at areas where you're giving too much energy, and it might be time to just pull back and focus where you need to be focused, or focus where you're getting out what you're putting in. Just sort of you know, reprioritizing a little bit this week, and maybe that's in regards to getting things done in time for school break and Christmas time and New Year's and whatever other commitments that is personal for you around that time as well. So this week things are really a lot better, things are improving, things are a lot more sustainable for you. You're making that happen. Might be delegating out some chores for people to help. It's all about teaming up and being together and working together. I think there's health choices and changes here as well in regards to like diet or sleep time, rest time. Just in general, maybe it's to do with medications or supplements. Getting support you need. The moon reverse, the magician. So the magician and the rest of the week carries on to the world. The Page of Wands, and for some of you I do feel like this is further than the week. This is like carrying out the rest of the year perhaps as well, with a bit of travel. For some people here we've got the world and the Page of Wands. There's someone who's off on an adventure here, and there's a lot of other cards that did denote travel as well. The way the literal travel card, and this sort of like the world can often represent, you know, traveling over the world, overseas, just seeing the world. But yeah, then the way it sat on the table was like the hat blowing off onto travel. So you might be planning a getaway, planning a holiday, planning, you know, to go and see family or something over the Christmas time. And obviously dismiss this Christmas message if you listen to this reading at a different time of year. It may be a different type of occasion that you're celebrating when you receive it. But anyway, I do see here a lot of lighthearted fun for you this week. A lot of like getting things done, feeling like you're progressing, very productive. But also you're clearing and ending something as well. So some of you might be graduating and finishing school and finally that's done for the year, or you might be closing up work to get to go on your break, and just so much to do before that happens. This could be so many things for people, but I do feel like there's really big change here that happens that helps close out a cycle and helps bring in a little more lightness. The Page of Wands. So over in the challenge, not surprised to see the Nine of Wands, this Eight of Swords and the Queen of Pentacles. I feel like this is someone who has high expectation and stress on themselves, as I've seen before, because the Nine of Wands is a bit exhausted, feeling like, you know, there's so much to be done and having to just keep on pushing on forward, even though there's maybe little reserve in the tank, little energy left or something like this. And that's the challenge. Maybe feeling like you haven't got what it takes to get all of this done, or haven't got what it takes to, you know, maybe this could be about financial situation over the Christmas period, or just in general. I don't know why I keep getting, I guess it's coming up to Christmas and that message will be there for many, but not everyone, of course. But there's a lot of stress about a financial situation, maybe stress about how a business is flourishing at this time, or your ability to just balance everything out and be all the things you expect of yourself, and maybe you feel other people expect of you as well. You might just be feeling a little under the pump, as they say. But this Eight of Swords here, all of this stress, I feel like you're coming into, like a lot. I already feel like a lot of you already know, like that you're putting a bit much on yourself at this time, and it's maybe just go a little easier and look at, sort of maybe even being a bit more organized if that's necessary for some, where you're writing out to-do lists to eliminate distractions, and so you can get things done and feel more productive in that sense, or just doing things that support yourself so you're not feeling like you can't, or that you haven't got enough resource or time or energy or anything like that. Because the Eight of Swords is someone who's very powerless and doesn't really believe in their ability to complete something or do something. And with the Queen of Pentacles there and the rest of all the cards in this reading, and just connecting to your energy, it feels like that you can. You very much can. Nine of Swords and the Four of Pentacles in the past energy as well, remember, so maybe stressing about finances and stressing about time and all that other people may want from you as well. People might be expecting money or something from you, and that may be stressful as well, something you have to pay or something that has to be done. But anyway, in the what will help with the challenge area, we've got the Page of Pentacles, Justice, and the Four of Swords, which is pretty perfect to see that energy where it's like you just need to be present with each day. You just need to be present with each task. You need more balance, so maybe that is delegating chores and responsibilities amongst your household or your family or your workplace. getting the rest you need, knowing when to shut off the phone and just give your body what it needs, checking in with self, what do you need. Page of Pentacles I like to see as well. Sometimes it's like connection to the earth and healthy eating and getting exercise and connection to the body and just really, you know, pentacle energy of earth, root chakra, that sort of stuff. So you might be wanting to ground yourself and just, and there's even got a map here actually too. So we're looking at another message of travel. There's a fair few messages of travel so far. We've got that, you've already seen the travel card. There's a couple of other oracles that indicate it and some more tarot here too. So you may be like getting a lot organized and planning for future travel or future plans, future jobs that are coming up, future projects. You may have a lot of ideas all at once that you need to get done, and it's just, yeah, you need to balance that out a bit here and get the rest that you need. Take time to sit back and not like stress in that time, to just genuinely rest, to get good quality of rest. Further guidance, we have the Knight of Pentacles, the Queen of Swords and the Fool. I love that. Knight of Pentacles is perfect advice for this situation, not too unsimilar to the page, where you are needing to just be with where you're at each day, be present to with what you're doing. Be present. So maybe present gift shopping, that sort of thing, just like maybe getting things organized slowly throughout the month in regards to being present and giving presents. But yeah, just careful planning and not rushing and just getting it done. Like the Queen of Swords here is about, you know, maybe analyzing the situation a little more clearly so that you can see where your time might be of better use, where you might be wasting time or giving to things that just aren't really worth your energy at this time. Like just, it feels like delegating, and it feels like, you know, cuts as well, making cuts and boundaries, so you've got a bit more free time to just go and play and go and explore, or go to travel, or, you know, whatever that is that you're heading towards that's sort of new and fresh, because it could just be in regards to the new year as well, some things that you're closing up to get organized for what your plans are in the new year. I'd like to do a reading, pick a card on the new year. We'll see how that goes, and because I've got to take some time off too, so it'll be a little tricky getting the readings out over the next month and that, but we'll work something out, of course. Maybe this reading is for me, a little bit of balance. Yeah, but the Fool here, this is further guidance here is to be discerning of what needs your time and attention, and also go and play, go and have fun, go and try new things, explore different things, do Christmas crafts with the kids, do, you know, go look at lights, go do this, just things and stuff, have fun. Underlying energy for this reading, I will say, is the Wheel of Fortune. So you've got really good changes happening here for you. Things are changing. The energy of life is changing. Maybe the energy of your routine, you know, all of that. So in the outcome, interesting cards, we have the 10 of Wands, the Tower, and the Ace of Pentacles, which I really think is appropriate here, because this is saying that the outcome of this situation is maybe needing to speak up and say, hey, help me out here. Goodness me. Sorry, guys. Clear my throat. Okay, so yeah, weighed down with the 10 of Wands. Lots of burdens, lots of responsibilities, trying to achieve and do it all by yourself, carrying things you don't need to be carrying dramas or situations that just don't need your energy, be better spent elsewhere perhaps. The Tower is here to say that that will be no longer. It could be why the Magician, the Moon reversed, is here in your week, because you're having this realization. Something becomes very clear. Hang on a minute, I've got my power back in this situation. I know what needs to be done. I've got the resources, skills, and wisdom to make a change, end a cycle, get ready for my new plan, where I'm headed, that sort of thing. It doesn't feel that brutal of a 10 of a Tower, to be honest. It doesn't feel like anything too harsh. It feels necessary, because especially with the Ace of Pentacles at the end there, it kind of just marks everything. Queen of Swords, like you're making a cut, saying no perhaps, but you can have a new beginning, so you can go do something else. maybe lots of different things, but the Ace of Pentacles here, another message that can talk about travel and journeys and moving through a gateway or a passageway into something new, a new opportunity, a new job, a new anything. So in the oracle for this reading, you have got horse from, I think it's Druid Animal Oracle. And this is another message of travel. It's a connection to land and travel. So a beautiful card for this one to come out is to go and explore if you get the opportunity to even if it's not going on a great big trip, maybe just a day trip over the break period, or looking at your connection with the land and spending time in nature, whether that's a trip or just exercising or just playing or anything like that. So horse is a really encouraging message. It's also the message of the goddess, a very feminine, a really feminine energy as well within this card. Again, connecting you back to Mother Earth. We have the juggler. I really like this one. This is really perfect for you as well. I'll read a little poem here. Many projects in the air, aspirations and inspirations everywhere. Action to take, commitments to make, and yet another will soon join the fray. Say yes, do not delay. It will all work out in the perfect way. And this is a message for you to prioritize your time properly. If you're feeling a little overwhelmed by everything that's expected of you, of all the ideas and inspirations you might have, all the things you want to do, all the things you have to do, really looking at not getting overwhelmed, not getting ahead of yourself, but just be present with where you are at. Take it nice and easy. The next card sort of mirrors that same energy, 6th house of sustainability. So just meditate, just ground, just take it easy, take it slow. It's a beautiful message as well. Sustainability, we'll go to the book. If the 6th house were, if your chart was a map village, I like how the book speaks on this at the start. The 6th house would be represented as the central kitchen, the gym, the health clinic, and the dog park. So it's where you live out your daily habits, your routines, your work environment, your social, your community, all of that sort of thing. So this is about you getting things done in a way that is sustainable. It's not exerting your energy. And this whole reading has been talking about that, especially with the juggler as well. You'll be juggling so much that you need to do. And the next card, it really, even though they're all from different decks, it just keeps rolling on in the same message of thriving now. And so you may be finding yourself really challenged in a situation, but you need to trust that within this situation, you will thrive, because you're the type of person who can go through any type of challenge, type of challenges that a lot of people may shy away from, and someone like yourself could face that same challenge, and it just strengthens you, or you find the solution. You're not afraid of challenges. And a lot of people find that strength in you and maybe turn to you for that strength because you are able, you're competent. There's something about you that's really protective or stable for perhaps the people around you, in your ability to navigate challenge and hold yourself and persevere, and all of these strong qualities that you have are showing in these cards. So sustainable, thriving. We also have what do you need to release, waning moon, and conclusions are within reach. Full moon eclipse, another denoting fact of massive change with the Wheel of Fortune, because eclipses, especially a total lunar eclipse, can bring really, really massive change. And it is only represented in the cards, but I do feel that message there as well. Conclusions are within reach. I see it there with the World card. There's an answer that you're waiting for, you will receive it. And with what you need to release, well, maybe it's just the things that are not so necessary right now. They can wait a little while, or maybe they're just not necessary at all anymore. Just things that your energy be better spent elsewhere. I really feel repelled from saying a waste of time or waste of energy. It doesn't feel right to look at it that way. It feels more like just better spent elsewhere is the perception, or I don't know if that's necessary to mention, but anyway. For the personal power cards this week, we have I am blessed. Just know that you are supported. Asking for help as well, trusting that your answers will be heard. Help will come in many different forms, unexpected ways. We have a personal quality time cards. Tea, you might like to have some tea. Tea with a friend. Maybe tea to, and just kind of felt spill the tea with this one. So maybe go and talking to someone and get the information you need on a situation, or vice versa. Just go share a cup of tea with a friend and catch up. We have travel, of course, we already did see that. I love that we've seen it so many times here. You may be really excited about a trip that's coming up for some of you. The self-care prompts, we have get a reading. You may just enjoy these readings on YouTube to get your answers and support. You may like to book a more personal one. We have plan your career, create milestones and have a strategy to set yourself up for success. And I think that a lot of this reading's also talked about, you know, work-life balance and how success is measured for you. And also I do feel there's a lot to be said for work-life balance actually, you know, manifesting even more success in the long term rather than just staying in that push energy. You know, I think a balance is really important there, and there's a lot to be gained and learned from that whole thing. We also have these two that came perfectly out together, which was exercise and health checkup. That might be something you want to look into this week, to check in with yourself, your body and your needs there. Mental, emotional, spiritual health, all sorts of different parts of you that need a little attention and care right now. Some exercise out in nature, fresh air. And the last cards we have for this reading was the Tea Leaf Oracle. And you have pleasure with a close-up friend, dog close up. You have owl, good advice from a wise person. Maybe that's in this reading. And inkpot, problems to be resolved. And I already see in this whole reading, especially as you come into the magician, the world, the sun, all of this, like whatever problem is going on right now, whatever stress and strain, you manage to navigate that just perfectly fine. And yeah, maybe it's from a good, go have some fun, go catch up with a friend, have a cup of tea, and a little advice from that friend that helps you see things a little differently and helps you resolve whatever issue it is. Or maybe it's just within this reading, just having that confirmation that you need a little bit more time for you right now, or to balance things out with that juggler. But that's what I have for you, group one. So I hope you've enjoyed this reading. I hope you've gotten the comfort, clarity or guidance you might have been looking for today. And I look forward to reading for you all again soon. Bye, group one. Hey, group two, and welcome to your reading. If you've chosen the blue banded agate, a little cave in here, so some of you may have been hiding out in a cave, some of you may like to do that. But blue banded agate is a stone of healing from any kind of trauma and having the confidence and courage to start over again in life, perhaps, or in a certain area. It can also be a stone of self-acceptance and healing in that regard, and totally accepting yourself as you are, truly who you are at the core, not the mask, not the roles, but who you are. And there may be a bit of that cave just now. You may have been doing a bit of exploring in that area of who you are and what matters the most to you and where you're headed. So group two, let's jump into your reading with past energies here. To start out with the Sun, the Hermit, the Wheel of Fortune and the King of Cups. That's a major arcana. And I did notice that the Sun and then the Hermit was there, which is Leo, then Virgo. So that may have been an important time for you, the August to September crossover there, September onwards to, yeah. And then I did also get the September card for months of the year, one of your oracles. So September may have been a time of healing and great change for you. Or it also can talk about next September coming. Although I do feel a lot of you, this is about September that's just been. You may have experienced a lot of change. But anyway, just seeing, because I did the oracles first and then the tarot, and the first cards out are confirming that time frame. So anyway, that time frame you may have withdrawn a little bit for a bit of soul searching, a bit of time to find yourself, a bit of time for healing and finding the truth here with the Sun. But anyway, back into the message of past energy and more generalized time frame with the Wheel of Fortune, the King of Cups. Like I said, it could be way back then, it could be more recent, but this looks like there's been a significant amount of growth for you, and a significant amount of change. And there's a very strong message here that you may feel very different from the people around you, or you may feel like a bit of a misfit, or someone who just has a different journey, has a different way of seeing the world. There's just, yeah, that you may feel a little different. And with all this energy here, it's like maybe part of you is trying to embrace your differences at this time and get to know your true self and what you need here, because I feel with all the rest of the cards on the table as well, that's really what's most important right now, is that you honor yourself and move forward in your journey in a way that suits you, a way that works for you. There's a lot of change here with the Wheel of Fortune, the King of Cups. There may have been change in a significant relationship. I see the High Priestess and the Five of Cups on this little split here, the Seven of Pentacles. I don't want to go through it like that too much, but there could have been healing in a relationship, or something that means a lot to your heart that you have created a great deal of change in, or you're ready to create change in. It may also be to do with your own emotions and how you handle life and how you respond to life and your own perceptions. This might be a lot of strength here, I think, on the way you see the world and the way you receive the world. And this particular King of Cups has very stormy energy, so there may have been a lot of challenge in regard to navigating your own self and your feelings, and then particularly in relationships as well in regards to that. You may have been dealing with insecurities or pain in that area, or a relationship that's fraught with such. Kind of want to go into that a little. I will mention that the bottom deck energy is the Empress for this reading, and underneath that is the Knight of Pentacles. I love that. 9 of Pentacles underneath that. Let's maybe just go into this a little now. Looks like we're going to go everywhere this reading. Group 2, Strength, 7 of Cups, 10 of Wands, Hierophant, Temperance. All right, so okay. So things clearly were not working for you in the past in regards to this. This could be well past, whatever, take it however. But I see here a real challenge. That's very confusing, that you needed to just perhaps end or pull back from to gain your own sort of independence, your own energy. It sort of mirrors what I'm seeing over there as well. And just get back to basics and get back to focusing on what you need to fulfill your dreams and bring in the lifestyle and life and love and things and art and creativity and all those things that mean the most to you. A life that means the most to you is what I'm seeing there. But let's just confirm that King of Cups energy, the storminess, and what I'm feeling over there. Okay, got a fair few here. The same cards we were just looking at before. Okay then, wow, that's exactly that then. We already got the message, and that's exactly it with the 10 of Wands, 7 of Cups, Strength, and 9 of Pentacles. What I was exactly just reading before, that something wasn't working out, very confusing, not dealing with things correctly, not choosing things, and all the choices perhaps made weren't for the best for you. And that's okay though. You've learned so much through that. You've done a lot of strengthening, and come back into your power, or maybe even started a new business, or started something that you really wanted to do, or you're starting to get around to that place, to bring yourself back into independence and build something up that's so good that really works for you. All right, let's jump into the future energies, current and future energies here, where we have the Fool, 3 of Wands, 4 of Pentacles, Page of Pentacles. A bit more there, but we'll get to it. It's week ahead energy. So I should know these adorable little cactus earrings. I'll link where I got them in the description box below. My friend makes them. So the Fool, the 3 of Wands, 4 of Pentacles, Page of Pentacles. This is you I think this is your energy trying to move forward and believe in yourself and get your power back, try new things, expand your horizons in a way. But there's limitations here and stress. It's not going to be flowy and easy completely. There's a sense of needing to save up your resources, so saving finances and getting a bit of a financial plan behind you, or getting a bit of a life plan behind you in regards to whatever this is you're moving through and change here. 4 of Pentacles the house is locked up in more ways than one, so it's like a card of wanting to protect your assets and protect maybe the progress you have made, not really wanting to share it with the world, or just wanting to protect something that's still a little fragile, or wanting to make sure that your needs are met and you're building something very solid for yourself. There's a new opportunity here that I think you're going to invest your energy into. It might be something you haven't started yet but will soon. With the Page of Pentacles, Four of Pentacles, you're still getting your plan together. You might be still waiting for a start date of a study course, or you might be waiting for a grant financially, or this could be lots of things here, but you're waiting on, what do I want to say there? I was going to say like the natural progression of this situation as it should unfold with the different scenarios that are involved here. Like I said, waiting for certain start dates, or waiting for just to get all your ducks in a row and get your schedule organized, or get your to-do list checked off, the things that need to be done here. So the Fool, the Three of Wands, definitely looking towards new horizons here in both of those cards, looking towards new opportunities and bringing in a bit of magic and creation and just goodness again. Like you're aligning to this energy, so it's what you want to receive. Not all coming in at once, not coming in fast or anything like that, but it is happening for you because you're creating this magic. You might be looking to start any new project, something you've dreamed of always that you want to bring to life perhaps. I see a lot here of creative energy, a lot of creative energy in this group. You might be a musician or an artist or a seamstress or somebody who creates digital videos or art or anything at all, truly. There's a hole punch here as well, which I find interesting for this reading, because it's like, I feel like there's so much details to what's going on in your world, in your life, in your mind, and in the people around you. But at the same time, not too much is happening at all, if that makes sense. Like you're heading towards something. Anyway, further into the week ahead, we do have the Emperor and the Ace of Swords. And even as I pulled those cards, I got this feeling of you getting your power back, which was probably because I just saw the Four of Pentacles and the Page of Pentacles, which is somebody who really needs to get smart and think about things really carefully and make things happen in a way that is setting yourself up for the future, really thinking about how things are going to be best done now to set yourself up later in regards to how you spend your time, where you spend your money, all of that. The Emperor and the Ace of Swords is here to say, some of you, if this is a new business or an idea that you get, this could take off very strong, and you could see yourself building something really successful here. The Emperor is you, though I do feel you're getting your mojo back, your fire back, your power back, and you know what you want to do, and you're feeling quite clear on it, and you're getting things done in a way that's really enjoyable. You're seeing where your power lies in regards to your responses to the world and to people, and how to honor yourself, and just, yeah, like someone's coming back. Like, that's what it feels like. And I don't mean that in the sense of an ex returning or anything like that. I mean, maybe that is a message for you. You'll feel if it was, but that's not what I meant. It's like someone's coming back to life here, or someone's, yeah, like this person is landing in a powerful way. There may be also conversations here surrounding masculine in your life, like a father figure or a partner or something in regards to that, that is a really, I see the Empress and the Emperor there. So yeah, a really, really positive connection here, a really positive attributes coming together. What else do I want to say? Emperor and Ace of Swords. It's really jumping out like a fish, that one. Okay, we see the Four of Cups here and the Chariot. Right. See that. Can I get one more, please? That'll do it. And the Four of Wands. I see the Queen of Pentacles on the bottom of the deck, which works perfectly because we've got a fair few cards now that denote that perfect match. Emperor and Empress, King and Queen of Pentacles, King and Queen of Wands. I saw King and Queen of Cups earlier in the shuffle as well. King of Cups is here, but the Queen of Cups didn't arrive, I don't think. Anyway, Four of Cups, Four of Wands. we see the Four of Pentacles there as well. So what more do we need about foundations, right? It is a time for you to start building something that you really enjoy, something that means a lot to yourself. With the Four of Cups and the Four of Wands, it's like, I think you may have, for some of you, the message might be here that you've, done a lot of things in your life that work for the people around you, but maybe you haven't worked so much for yourself. And so it might be a time for you to really honor your personal needs, your desires, your creative essence, and come into that. I think it's time for you to really find a place in your community, in your world, in your life that is just the right fit for you, and everyone else around you to accept that, and they should and will. I think a good time to connect with your family, spending time with them, even though some of that might be very straining, and like not all family are going to get along. And this reading, I can feel like some family is harder to deal with than others, some absolute pleasure, and others like, oh my goodness. But that's okay. I think that there's definitely that message there of navigating groups of people, that you don't always enjoy everyone in the group, but you're still needing to show up and just honor your part and your place and your role in things. Uniquely cut for you though. I don't know. Let's move on into the challenge. Ace of Swords at the end of your week though, the Emperor, Page of Pentacles. Let's just summarize that I do feel you really stepping into power. So if you're starting something new, then you can see that really taking off strongly. You're feeling really good about it, really motivated, really clear, sword in hand, ready for growth, ready, owning your power. And you even do have the Oracle of Own Your Power. It all really just does line in. You're finding these ways to honor yourself and just be who you are in the world. In the challenge, we have the Three of Pentacles, Four of Swords, and the Moon. A message I felt here was, for some of you may feel like you don't have enough or the right thing to contribute to a certain group, a community, or the family at this time. You may feel like you need to have more, or be better or stronger or something like this to be able to contribute to a group, or to truly step in and join something. Three of Pentacles in the challenge may also be that you're finding it hard to cooperate with certain people. Then some people might really trigger you emotionally sometimes, especially in regards to family situations. I know America had the Thanksgiving celebration, and that can be stressful for many, like Christmas is coming up for many others as well. So there's this time of year is a tricky one. That message may be what that's about for you. It could also be other things. In regards to the Moon in the challenge, you also did have the Moon Oracle card. Maybe we could go straight into that now and talk about it. It's a really nice write up in the book here. Ruled by Cancer, the Moon speaks of the deep inner river of emotions, what motivates you, how you experience and express your feelings, and how you nurture and need nurturance. In your astrological chart, the Moon is as important as the Sun, even though it's much smaller. Let's go down to action. First, perceive what unspoken emotional inner calling and patterns drive you. Look to your own Moon sign. When you cooperate with your Moon's emotional motivation, you'll find it easier to walk in harmony with your path. So it can be really beneficial to look at exactly that, because the Moon does change signs like every 2.5 days. So particularly myself, my Moon is in Cancer, so I feel when that Moon is elsewhere and everywhere and everything. And yeah, so maybe looking at your Moon, but also looking at your emotions, like this card suggests, and what motivates you, what your needs are, how you nurture people. And so I see here with the Four of Swords and Three of Pentacles, maybe you feel like you haven't got what it takes to meet people in that place at this time, or vice versa. Or it might be a challenge is navigating the emotional waters. And also your habits. It says here, next, investigate the needs and wants of those around you. The emotions under the surface actually run this show. Those primary drives are expressed through habits and actions, nuance and expression, rather than through words. Look for that underground ocean. It carries the soul's energy. I think you're very intuitive, group 2 as well. You can really, you might be very sensitive as well, so you might really pick up on people's feelings and energy and not want to do that. Needing rest and withdrawal from all of that. That might be the challenge there. But also any fears surrounding your ability or contribution anything like that, very worth being aware of. So what's going to help with the challenge? The Six of Swords, first and foremost, leaving the past behind, leaving strain, stress, drama behind. Six of Swords is allowing yourself to come into a bit of time of ease in the mind, ease in lifestyle. I see 1717 when I looked up then. We have Ace of Wands, King of Wands, and the Six of Pentacles all here in what will help. So what will help is you just getting back to yourself, getting back into connecting with your passions here with the Ace of Wands, King of Wands. That's really exciting energy. That's somebody who is just, I think, living life a bit more on their terms, exploring their creative energy, sort of getting a bit more of a vision of what they want to create in their life, and then making that happen, asking for help and giving help with the Six of Pentacles there, helping other people achieve their vision. That might be a very big part of what you do in the world, is helping people achieve their vision, their dreams. But this for you is yourself and your community, the people around you, your family. So you may be supporting yourself and your family to achieve their goals and dreams at the moment. But I think mostly this is about yourself, coming out of a time that's quite challenging, perhaps realizing that whoever you put inside of this bubble that you're moving away from stress with, trust that you are protected and that good times are on the horizon for yourself, your family, or whatever group you're involved in regards to that message there. That your creative, intuitive solutions are most supportive at this time as well. And definitely don't be afraid to ask for help, and give help where needed. All right, further guidance here. We have the Queen of Wands, the Ten of Pentacles, and the Star. The King of Pentacles, the King of Wands over there. I see there, like I did mention as well, relationships that have been through a lot of stress and strain. There may be a message for someone out there that part of this is also a relationship that's moving towards healing, and both people finding their own unique place in the world, their own unique individual power. And also I feel like groups you may be in, like whether that's your relationship or your family, you may just be a little different. You may just, not live white picket fence style. You might just have a not so socially norm lifestyle or creative pursuits, or big dreams, business ideas, all these things. You might be just a little, I get that a lot in this group this week, that you're a little unique, a little different, and that's a great thing. Queen of Wands, Ten of Pentacles, the Star. You're meant to be seen. You're meant to attract a lot of abundance in this life. You're meant to be seen for your unique strangeness, and people look up to you and are inspired by that. So don't hide it away. I think that's a really important one here. People are inspired by your difference. And even if they're, I was going to say even if they're not, they are. Like, even if it seems they're not, they are. It may not be so outward and obvious, but you are more inspirational than you realize. You have a profound healing effect on the people around you as well. Big dreams, big things coming towards you. With the Star, the Ten of Pentacles, Queen of Wands, this could be somebody who's very successful in the work that they do, and maybe very, in the limelight or seen for the work that they do. And over a long period of time as well. This is not about like one-hit wonders at all. This is about some really big success and a continuous energy here. So in the outcome, I do love this. We have the Ace of Cups and the World, and I thought, well, that will do. And then I had to, because me, ask, well, what's after the World? What's on the other side of that? And so a little pile came out, and we'll go through it. And look at that as I look here. King of Pentacles, Queen of Pentacles, and I'll put them together. Oh my goodness, and do you want to see what's underneath that? The King and Queen of Pentacles? The Lovers and the Ace of Pentacles come together. And what's next? The Six of Wands and the Empress coming together. Wow. And then the Six of Cups and the Magician. And Death and the Hierophant. Wow. Wow, let's just put all those back. I don't know what I'm doing, but that's pretty good. All right, where are we? You can all stay there. King. Where am I? The outcome. Ace of Cups and the World. So this is really a time of renewal for you, a time of change, a time of becoming, a time of completion and moving on into something different, something more suitable for yourself. And so I'm asking, what does that look like? And we have the King of Pentacles. So I guess that looks like you building a life that works for you, a business that works for you, a lifestyle that is healthy and supports your unique individual ways. underneath the King of Pentacles. So it's kind of like a progression, actually. Let's go back to the start of the pile that fell with the Three of Swords. Chaos, pain, betrayal, just all sorts of disarray, right? Not good, not great at all. Underneath that is justice. So whatever happened here in the past that was very painful, whatever this situation is for you, justice was served. There was some sort of consequence, some sort of change. So we've got the Eight of Wands here as well. Look at this, is all like an office, all of these cards. Great deal of change after the chaos, after the blow up. Something happened to bring things back into balance, and then things were able to move forward again. Things were able to become more directed in one place instead of scattered just all over the place, papers flying everywhere. No, not the case here. We've got one book, we've got a microscope. What is it? What is microscope? That's the one. No, what's the one? Oh my God, what is it called? The thing that... How can I not know what that's called? Let's just tell me in the comments. I'm sure I'll hear it. How do I... Wow. It's annoying me that I don't know what that thing is called, because people use them to like start fires and stuff. Anyway, magnifying glass. There it is. I'm like, you usually magnify with it. What is it? Magnifying glass. Anyway, all right, so let's just leave that there. We got that one in the end. We're moving forward into more like, focused energy. Knight of Wands, getting your fire back as well here. We've got death, a big transformation and a change from that heavy Three of Swords pain here. So someone got their fire back and is still continuing to do that and bring a lot of change in. We've got the Six of Cups, the Six of Wands together. So maybe a homecoming or returning to things that meant a lot to you as a child. Maybe you had a certain dream to do something and it's time to bring that back to life and share it with the world with the Six of Wands there. We've got the Lovers and the King of Pentacles. So this decision you make to come back to life and to do something, whatever this is for you, it's going to bring a great deal of stability and success. It's a really wonderful thing. And those that this is also linked in with a relationship, I see that being beautiful, successful, and really wholesome as well. So let's jump into the oracle cards for this reading. You have Pixie Pierrot, I think you would say it like. I don't know. I'm not too sure. Pierrot. Anyway, this is a card of you embracing your unique self. And exploring those parts of you that may have been once, you may have once decided to do something, wanted to do something, but decided it was more logical to pursue a different path. Could be regard to a career choice. For numerous reasons, you may have chosen something that might not have, well, everything serves, there's no wrong choice, right? But it may be time for you to start to think about things that you want to do, things that are going to bring you to life, what matters the most for yourself in this journey, and to just honor that journey, even if it's uncomfortable or difficult for the people around you, to just truly live life in the way you are meant to here. And we have the Moon card, which we did already speak on. We have just power, but we also have own your power. We've got a lot of personal power energy in this reading, so it's definitely a time of that for you, a time for you to not be afraid. It doesn't mean you're not going to be afraid when you see the power card. I mean, there's still challenge in stepping up and fears and all sorts of things that may come to the surface, but you have what it takes to navigate great change and challenge and own your power in the interim, bringing great results for yourself. It really matters that you believe in yourself right now. It really, really does. And as I say that, I'm holding this card. Have faith in your dreams. It really, really matters that you do believe in yourself and have faith in those dreams. Make them happen. Live them out. Create, start, do. You've got communication is key, and the end of a tough cycle approaches. These all came out together, and that's kind of what I feel here for you in that exactly that. You can see it in the cards that things have been hard, and maybe you've worked really, really hard to come out of a situation or to get where you are now, and you just really need to continue on that path, speaking on your dreams, your wishes, Communication is key here, speaking to the people that you collaborate with, that you work with, your family as well, making sure everyone's on the same page, or at least just understanding maybe what you're going through or where you're at, and having faith in your dreams, not losing sight of them, believing in them. I am worthy as your personal power for this week, to believe exactly that you are worthy of all the good things that are coming your way, of all of these ideas and inspirations you might have. You're worthy to achieve them and have them in your life. These all came together as well when practice gratitude. It's a good time to do exactly that. There's so much around you to be grateful for. I can see that here. There's a lot of support in one way or another. We have own your power. We spoke on this. Let go and move on. Don't allow the past to prevent you from moving forward. And music can heal wounds that medicine cannot touch. You may be a musician. You may wish to create music and share it with the world, or just use it for healing. There's so much beautiful music out there that will do exactly that. We also have gifts. It is that time of year. You might like to start thinking about what you want to give as gifts to the people who mean the most to you, or maybe you'll be receiving a gift. We also have play. I think that's the biggest gift you can probably give yourself right now as well, is just a bit of freedom to go and play and explore and do things that really spark your fire and stoke your inner child, because all of this energy would be I think that's natural for you to want to play, to be honest, is what I'm getting in this energy, this reading. You might just be naturally in touch with your inner child. And the tea leaf oracles, as we did say, we have September here. Might be a really important time of year coming up next year in 23, or it could also, I do feel a lot of it is talking about what has been this year and a reflection of that. We have spiritual love with Lily, and not only is that about, I've seen a lot of really strong cards that talk about divine counterpart here, but this spiritual love is also that spiritual love that you have in your heart as a unique person here, and how you shine that on other people just with being who you are naturally. I think you're just, there's a special quality and a deep love inside of you, and a connection to all that is, a connection to nature and maybe animals or plants or people or just something, just everything, the fabric of existence. And so I think that you in your best energy and feeling playful is going to really benefit absolutely everyone you come by. And the Valley, deep personal strength and peace that assures success. And that's what this whole reading is for you. Group 2. I was going to say 3, so maybe you'd like to stick around and read group 3, but I don't know what it's about yet. We'll find out. So group 2, that's what I have for you here in this reading. I hope it's given you some sort of comfort, clarity, or guidance if that's what you wanted today. And that being said, I hope you enjoy your reading, and look forward to reading for you all again next time. Bye, group 2. Hey, group 3, and welcome to your reading. If you've chosen this sweet little candle holder, then this one is for you. So I thought it was quite sweet that Jackson chose this candle holder, because it's obviously just come out of my Christmas box. I love this candle holder so much. It's like probably my favorite Christmas ornament. I like to just buy one special ornament each year, and then I figure over the years I'll collectively have this group of stuff I really love, and so every time I open the box each year it gets more and more exciting because there's another special item. But yeah, this candle came out, and your cards really behaved very funny when I was shuffling today. Every single deck kept throwing cards everywhere, and just cards didn't want to come out, and it was really a journey to get the cards out today. And also when I was shuffling, normally the first thing I do is light a candle. And when I got to group 3, the spirit made it very clear, light a candle. And I didn't even associate that to the fact that the candle holder was chosen. I got more excited when the candle card came out, and I had a feeling it would. And then it wasn't until I sat down with this group 3 that I realized, and it's the candle holder. And there's so many actual candles in this whole reading, so quite special. You might like to buy a nice festive candle, something that you light every year at this time, or just a candle at all, in general. I love this one though, it's so cute. All right, let's jump into your reading, and it really does echo that beautiful message. So maybe this is a message about festive times, you know, and that crazy time of year, and that has been through the readings a little bit today, but maybe group 3, yours is more about that, given the candle that's chosen. Yeah, so, and then even with your cards, like I would normally do past energy, future, or, you know, the week ahead sort of energy, but the way there's no break in the cards, so it's just like one long line. That also might resonate in some way, that things are just a continuum right now. But anyway, let's start with what might be past energy, with the 4 of Pentacles, the Hanged Man, and the Chariot. We'll hold up the 8 of Cups as well. I think that might be where the split lies, if any. So what I'm seeing here in the past energy is a lot of trying to get organized here. 4 of Pentacles, you might be literally doing some spring cleaning, some sorting, saving money, budgeting, getting to-do lists done, getting lists done, things getting checked off, you know, finishing things up maybe, or just doing what you can with what you've got with that 4 of Pentacles. It can got a hair in my mouth. Sometimes be a card that talks about having a little strained of resource right now, needing to save your energy and just be a little bit more thrifty right now, or a bit more conservative. The Hanged Man can also, with that energy, feel a little restrained, or like things in the past energy you may have felt like things are restrained. But with the Chariot and the 8 of Cups, it's like there's definitely momentum forward. There's a shift in energy here. Maybe it's the change of season. Maybe you might be feeling it, the way everything sort of changes around the home or around the town, or the all of that sort of. I feel like with the Hanged Man, it's like a bit of a change or something coming in, like the light sweeping through the room there. And then with the Chariot and 8 of Cups, it's like, well, maybe it's time to get focusing on things that are a bit more fun and leave behind some of the heavier burden stuff. Maybe you've been studying really hard this year and it's time to put the books up. Or you just maybe a bit of family drama or some sort of stuff that's like not so easy to navigate and handle, but you've got what it takes to handle it. You're moving through some challenge while trying to stay positive and lighten the load, and it's all that sort of energy with the Chariot here and the 8 of Cups. So you just trying to get on forward. Maybe you've got a family trip you're organizing with all these people in the car here, or maybe you've already done a trip. But let's move into the energy of the week ahead. We've got so many major arcanas here in the start of the week. No different with the Hanged Man and Chariot there as well. Maybe I should read the energies. I can see Cancer here, Leo, Gemini, Leo quite strongly. That's about it for the moment. Oh, Scorpio, Sagittarius as well. It doesn't matter if that's your energy showing up or someone else you're dealing with, or not at all. It really does not matter. I don't know. I didn't call it for the other groups, but anyway. Oh, actually, you've got the stargazing card, so you might be someone who likes to look into astrology, or you like to consider those, the stars and all of that as well. Anyway, moving right ahead, current energy, week ahead, all major arcana, the Fool, the World, the Strength, the Lovers. So with the first major arcana and the last major arcana of a deck, Chariot and the 8 of Cups in the recent past, it's like you're definitely shifting out of one energy and into another. You're ready to bring in a bit of freshness and finish off some old cycles and bring in the new. That's what it's all about, finishing off the old, crossing it off, moving things aside and bringing in a bit of new. So that might literally be with decorating, in the home. Sometimes you have to clear some stuff out and make space for either your festive decorations or whatever you're doing. But this doesn't have to be about a festive message only, of course. This can be, like I said, finishing up study for the year, or completing something at work where you're ready to move forward into some fresh new energy. The Strength is here in the Lovers as well. So I do really see you committing to things that mean a lot to you with the Lovers card. Like you're really moving forward quite strongly towards really wonderful occasions, really good times. There's so much in this reading about celebrating some really wonderful occasions, and this card, I don't know, for some of you it may be something like a wedding or an anniversary. It just did stand out, and it was on the deck there, but it didn't come into the reading, but I felt like I should grab it at one point, and that felt like the point to grab it. So for some of you, it might be like something very special, like marrying your best friend, or a wedding within the family, or buying a beautiful home, or just there's so much here about moving on, new energy, new time, new season, all of that. It doesn't have to be massive, but it kind of feels like it is, especially because we've got the progressions card, which we'll get to in a moment. It talks about those bigger moments in life. Strength and Lovers, continuing on with the Ace of Wands and the Six of Cups. So that's further into the week ahead. You've got a lot of really beautiful times. Maybe you're doing crafts with kids, or spending time with children here with the Six of Cups, or family, special friends, people that mean a lot to you, people that feel like home. With the Ace of Wands, you might be just really feeling a lot more fun, playful, creative energy. You might literally be doing some magic work, some spell work, some candle work, however you connect in that way. You can see that with stargazing and candles up there for your personal care time, and clearing of your energy is necessary as well, and just bringing a lot more fun back in. So this is a really lovely energy this week. Not to say it's all like perfect, you're navigating some change and some struggle like a little bit, but for the most part you're being asked to just go have some fun and let go a little bit. And the challenge is sort of the same energy, where we've got the Nine of Pentacles, Six of Swords, the Seven of Wands. So it's actually like I wanted to swap these around because I thought that would be more suitable, right? But I'm not going to do that because it's not how they fell, and it's an extra message in leaving it that way. And what I see here is that for some of you, you might find it a little hard to stop, rest, and change up the routine or the way things are happening. You might be so accustomed to being run off your feet, or doing so much with the Seven of Wands. So that's a message for some. For others, and so the challenge might be to just let yourself relax now and let yourself go and do something that's less productive but more fulfilling in other ways. For others of you, this is about struggling to find your independence at this time, when you might have varied opinions or ideas of how things are meant to work out, or how things are meant to be going. Or, again, if it's the Christmas message, not everyone has the same idea of traditions and the way things are celebrated, or how you'll come together with family, or where you'll come together with family. This is also a strain financially sometimes as well, especially starting with the Four of Pentacles. You might be really recuperating or rebuilding yourself financially, or looking to make shifts, changes there to set yourself up for some success, or some sort of to achieve some sort of goal you have. But right now the challenge is just to do what works for you, I think, and not worry about what other people need or want, but just getting about your business and making it a really magical time for yourself. There's like this oracle card, Confetti. I wanted to wait, but it's a card of celebration. Confetti, right? It's what we throw when we're saying congratulations over the people that have just celebrated something. And so this card, and all of these cards, talk about something really wonderful worth celebrating. And for a lot of you, I think it's probably more than one thing. But yeah, with the Six of Cups in the challenge, Six of Swords in the challenge, I think that it's, I said Six of Cups, so it could be related to family that's challenging, but it's a matter of just letting yourself come out of whatever is hard, whatever is drab, whatever is draining, and let yourself see the magic and be a part of the magic. Spread the joy, spread the magic, spread the cheer, all of that. Further guidance into what will help with the challenge: Eight of Cups, Six of Wands, Two of Cups. Beautiful. Just get to work. This actually reminds me of a Christmas craft I'm doing right now. I'm making a gnome out of clay, and there's a little gnome there, and she's working on a pottery wheel, and that is so cool. So maybe doing some craft, creating something really nice, or working on something that means a lot to you, that's maybe a repetitive task with the Eight of Pentacles, keep showing up every day sort of energy, but share it with the world, or share it with people. Maybe you'd like to handcraft gifts this year, or something like that. Where Six of Wands is here, it's like really showing off your work, or letting yourself be seen for your work, not hiding it away, sharing with other people. Two of Cups, not collaborating, sorry, what's the word? Yeah, maybe. Maybe you're working with someone to build something that you show off to the world. Maybe that's the message. But this is just also that message of coming together with people that mean a lot to you. Companionship, I think I might have been looking for. 1111, on the recording when I said the companionship. Cool. So yeah, a very special partnership might be worth your attention. A bit of a date night maybe, or doing something a little different together, or whatever it might be. Cooking together, or celebrating something. There's something you're celebrating. Your work is going to take off, or something is going to happen, and it's going to be awesome. It's so brilliant. The underlying energy of this reading is the Magician, and under that is the Page of Pentacles. The Queen of Pentacles, Page of Pentacles, King of Pentacles. So if there's so many things. That could be a really successful relationship. That could be a really successful business idea. This could be just successful natural progression in life and growth and milestones. And whew, yes, group 3. I feel like each group this week is a little different from each other, but I resonate with all of them in a way. It's so good. So further guidance for you here this week, we have the Knight of Pentacles, 4 of Swords, 2 of Pentacles. That's a bit of getting it done and balancing that out with a bit of rest. Rest, work, play, balance here is what I can see. There's a lot to be done with the Page of Knight of Pentacles. It's reliable, steady, methodical, just chipping away sort of thing, getting it done, being very present with the journey, not in a rush, not in a hurry to get to the next bit. And, you know, it's just really present with each part of the journey. Very much like the 8 of Pentacles, right? You have the 4 of Swords here asking for a little bit of rest, meditation, relaxation, stepping back a little, maybe take a yoga class or do something nice for yourself that's very restful. Maybe it's a certain therapy or just taking it easy, right? And the 2 of Pentacles, well, that's somebody who's juggling a fair few different responsibilities. This might be, you know, there might be a banquet to cook for with this next card of the Sun and seeing that banquet there. You know, this is really about getting it done, getting all the different things done in a harmonious way, not a stressful way. This is a real, like, you need to just focus on what you're doing in front of you, enjoy doing that, bring the most joy you can into it, and then move on to the next thing. This is not a stress, overwhelm yourself energy. This is a really clear, like, just take it easy and have fun and make it special if you can, you know? 2 of Pentacles is somebody who can really navigate all the different responsibilities and stuff and make it flow easily as well. But the 4 of Swords is really there to say that you do need rest to be able to do that. Don't burn the candle at both ends. Hey, candle message again. Anyway, outcome is the 6 of Pentacles, the Sun, and the 3 of Wands. It's gorgeous energy. 6 of Pentacles is such a beautiful, benevolent card. She's doing some charity work here that might be calling for you this time of year to go and help people or do a random act of kindness or be a part of the community to make it more special for the people that are struggling at this time of year. Or for your family, for your friends, for yourself, however the message hits. It's a generosity card. It's a card of charity, benevolence, kindness, giving. We have the Sun here and the 3 of Wands. So you might be waiting. 3 of Wands is the waiting card. You might be waiting for this special occasion. You might be waiting for your opportunity to give or to grow or to come out and show yourself or show the world who you are or what you're doing. But this is a really positive outcome for the Sun to be here. It's showing a lot of joy. There's a lot of people coming together. It's a lot to celebrate. I just see my elbow knocked the 8 of Pentacles as I'm talking about the Sun. So definitely progress in work, being seen in your work, and especially with the 6 of Wands next to it, like something really grows or something happens where you are seen a lot, and that's a really wonderful thing as well. I mean, the Magician underneath, like, yeah, we already spoke about this. You've got everything it takes, all the resources, all the capabilities, the people skills, the talent, the energy, the vibe. You got it all. You got it all. So, Oracle cards for this beautiful reading, Group 3. We have Confetti. We spoke on it. Let's go to the book. You will soon have cause for celebration, whether a big win or a token gain affirming that the best is yet to come. Sweet success is headed your way. Prepare to celebrate. It's a time to be a party person, to find the celebratory spirit within. Maybe you already feel it, or maybe it's the last thing in the world you can imagine feeling right now. But whether it's on your radar or not, a cause for celebration is imminent. So can you put yourself in the party mood? It starts with a carnival attitude and a pleasure-seeking state of mind. Can you allow for pleasure, for play? Oh yes, there is always so much to do, but sometimes all that can happen more quickly and easily another day. For now, the Oracle of Confetti suggests your time and energy are best spent in playfulness. That is the most enjoyable piece of spiritual guidance you are probably ever going to receive, so relish it. Don't wait another moment to get your celebratory vibe on. And it continues in such the same way. Little things like, you know, Christmas earrings, and just, you know, do the thing, do the stuff. You don't know how you're going to make a little child smile or, you know, improve someone's day. And if that's what you've done, that's more than enough, right? So we also have the card Progressions, a journey card. And like I said before, this is a card that actually does speak more on the bigger picture of your life rather than the minute details and the little things that are going on. So for some of you, this might be about making special memories for children. I get that quite strongly. Like, just maybe not worrying about if the meal is cooked correctly or on time, or if this person's got what they need, all that stuff, like all that little I think look at the bigger picture of the memories made for the children. For that might not be for everyone. You might not have children around at this time, but whoever that is for, definitely take that message, because it is a strong one. To just look at it like, in years to come, you'll look back on this time, rather than the little, you know, because when you look back on it, you might not remember the little crappy things, but you will remember the whole big picture, the special occasion of whatever this is, whether it's Christmas itself or something different. Let's go to the book. Progressions do not speak of a passing thing, but to the big sweeping arcs of karmic fate, to your soul's journey. Your present situation may not make sense in the short term because it has more to do with big karmic patterns and how those intersect with the karmic patterns of the world's progress, and less to do with your daily existence. The challenge of this card is, this is not a small obstacle or opportunity. This is part of a complex pattern. Every choice you make changes how it unfolds. And the gift of this card is to trust the tides and set your own sails, which carries on into this message here with protection and focus, right? Trust the tides, set your own sails. So trust protection and focus on where you want to go, right? Same message as far as I'm concerned. The beautiful oak tree of protection is about exactly that. Know that you are safe at this time. Obviously take precautionary measures where needed, no drink driving, all that stuff, you know. Make sure the bill was paid, all those things. But once all the, you know, that stuff is taken care of, just relax and trust and have a good time, and trust that you are protected, your family is protected, you are strong. Any challenges, you have really strong roots so that you will be able to withstand any breeze that blows your leaves, you know, that whole message there. Protection and focus. This to me is about focusing back over onto fun. Now I look at this card, they all just jump up. Of have fun again. I really feel that's the message, is to just focus on, because the energy of focus is, well, what you focus on is what you're going to attract more of, and it's going to be, you know, what grows, where your energy goes, you know, the whole saying. So focus on fun, focus on what it is you want to bring more of into your world and into your life. Focus on that, because that is what is important right now. Play, having fun again. How many times do we need that message in a reading? Work through your fears, new moon in Scorpio. Look at the bigger picture, full moon in Sagittarius. So see the new moon, full moon, see that, like, just that in itself, and the new moon having fears or the unseen, what might happen, what, you know, none of it's like, a lot of those fears are what could or what might not, or, you know, things like that, rather than just look at the bigger picture of what currently is. And again, that bigger picture of this moment being, I think you'll be more grateful if in the long term, if you take that route, that, you know, direction. How do I say it? If you just look at the bigger picture of the situation and not get caught up in the details and having everything perfect or whatever expectations might come with that. But to see things, you know, we've said it. We have I Surrender. We'll take that one next. This is your personal power this week, to just let go, to just surrender. I love that there's this beautiful stars all around her here, and stargazing is here too. So just let go and have fun. Let go and let God. Let go and observe. Let go and rest. Let go and dream. There's so many different, so many different things you can do when you let go there. Read is one of them. You might like to read some really cute stories to the kids, like I said before, time with children, Christmas stories, all that stuff, or just reading something for yourself, for education or fun. Clear your energy, refuel your energy and reclaim your power. You might like to do a clearing. We've got get unstuck, get past the fear of change and embrace transformation. If you're feeling a little stagnant, we see the Hermit there, sorry, not the Hermit, the Hanged Man in the background. So in the past energy, in the Eight of Cups, you might have been feeling really bogged down and working at something, and it's just, yeah, time to just go and do something different. Sleep and rest, valuable, need a lot of it. Nice balance there for yourself. So in these other cards, we had water. You might like to go swimming in a natural body of water, or drinking lots of water as needed. Exercising, flushing, stargaze, we saw that, and candles, just making things beautiful. Enjoying a nice evening times by the looks of that. Maybe making a nice date of an evening. Making evening time really restful and beautiful for yourself, and sensual as well. And the tea leaf oracle for this reading, we have Fox, shrewdness and resourcefulness, especially in business. You can see that with the Four of Pentacles. You need to be a bit conservative and saving. We have the Star, guaranteed success, and I just thought it was kind of sweet because there's stars on this. Well, they're snowflakes, but you know, it's so similar to me. But guaranteed success here for you with Arrow. You are on the right path regarding some aspect of your life. So you get something right here. You're doing something right, Group 3. Guaranteed success, shrewdness and resourcefulness in business. Maybe that's just meaning to pull back a little bit and give a bit more to the family and yourself at this time of end of the year wind up, or however it is you find yourself in relation to that message. So Group 3, that's what I have for you here today. I hope this reading has given you some sort of comfort, clarity or guidance, and look forward to reading for you all again soon. Bye, Group 3.